They're remaking Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford. You can't do that. And now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on?
I can't believe we're talking about this garbage Ghostbusters movie yet again. They came out in 2016, but the director of this film is having yet another TDS-infused meltdown. So we're going to get into this and see what he has to say today. This is all because of Trump and Trump roasting this film. And of course, he had a meltdown in response. How can people make fun of my movie? My garbage feminist movie. It was kind of a turning point for a lot of people to be red-pilled by what was going on in Hollywood. So this film definitely has a lot of cultural significance, even if the movie itself is utter trash. So let's get into this today and see what Paul Feig has to say about this.
The political climate of the time was really weird. With Hillary Clinton running for office in 2016, there were a lot of dudes looking for a fight. When I was getting piled on Twitter, I'd go back and see who they were. So many Trump supporters. Then Trump came out against us. He was like, they're remaking Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford. You can't do that. And now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on? And got all upset.
Well, it sounds like you are the one who is very, very upset by what Trump had to say about that, Paul Feig. You can basically quote directly what he said about the movie even to this day. And we're almost 8 years since that time. So this is absolutely hilarious to see that he is still not let go of what Trump said. Trump is still living rent-free in his head, and that is absolutely hilarious.
Everyone went effing cannibal. It turned the movie into a political statement.
You turned it into a political statement when you made it into a feminist film.
As if to say, if you're pro-women, you're going to go see this. If you're not, then I don't think it mattered at all that the main characters were women, but people brought a lot of baggage.
Except you are literally at the beginning here when you're talking about it. You're talking about
all the dudes out there that were looking for a fight.
So obviously, you already had the plan that this was going to be a divisive thing. And then you went back to look at who was commenting because you were looking for some sort of political edge on this whole thing. And you could see that there were a lot of Trump supporters that were talking about this film in this way, that were criticizing this film. People could see what Hollywood was doing even then with this film, that there was agendas that were being pushed that would turn it into the woke DEI crap that we see today. And that's exactly what happened. We were right about that. And now we're 8 years later, and DEI is worse than it ever has been. There are DEI policies that are in most companies now. The Ghostbusters reboot became a prime example in Hollywood of an
inclusive tentpole being targeted by toxic fandoms.
Earlier this year, original Ghostbusters star Ernie Hudson told The Independent that he was somewhat disappointed in the all-female reboot because it wasn't what fans were hoping for.
Sexist! How can he criticize this movie?
And that's really what it boils down to, right? Is that whenever we see these projects, these films that are full of DEI crap, if you have any criticisms about it whatsoever, they just point to the forced diversity that they have in that film, and they're like,
oh, well, the reason why you don't like this film is because there's women in it, or there's black people,
or whatever else, when really, ultimately, that's not really what the criticisms are about.
Remaking Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford. You can't do that. And now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on?
Paul Feig has never been able to let that go, and I find that to be absolutely hilarious. So anyway, so this is just more of the same BS that is coming from all these Hollywood celebrities that continue to prove that they are absolutely obsessed with Trump to the point where he has completely mentally broken them, and it is absolutely hilarious stuff. So with all that being said, let me know what you think about this insanity. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.